Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joined today for the Better Business Bureau. That's BBB, our friend, Tiffany Schultz. Tiffany, how are you doing today?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming back and putting up with my nonsense every month. I appreciate it. Nah, we have so much fun here. And today we're going to be talking about 8 things to do after a data breach. We're not going to pick on any specific one, but I think you got to get into the mindset that data breaches happen each and every day, and you need to know how to respond to this. Like, it should be part of like your planning. I think September is National Disaster Prep Month or something like that.
It is.
So this could be part of that prep, right? Of being ready for a worst case scenario, a data breach.
It certainly can be added to your Stay Safe toolkit.
Yeah.
But today we're specifically talking about data breaches, and you're right, they happen all the time. Some of them we're made aware of, others we are not. It could compromise our personal information, it could compromise our health information, maybe even our social security number. What kind of information was leaked? And the first thing, you can't get upset about this because it does happen.
Oh, come on. I'm already mad. Are you sure I can't?
You need to stay calm because there's usually nothing that you can really do about it, but there's things that you can do to prevent yourself from being a victim.
Yeah, you definitely can take steps. So the second one you say here is check the company website. So if you're just you're hearing something out there, like confirm it.
If you're hearing something on the news, usually the company that has been affected will post something on your website, and they will give you some information about maybe what was leaked, what you can do. Maybe the information was leaked, but it wasn't important information, so there's really nothing to worry about. So really look to the website. Sometimes you may even get something in the mail saying that your information was leaked and this is what we've done about it, and there's no action from you moving forward.
Absolutely. And don't click on a link like you can see a scammer taking advantage. Hey, there was a data breach at XYZ company, and you find that on Facebook or YouTube or wherever your social media desires are.
If you get a link on social media or even in your email, don't click on it. It may not be legitimate, and it may be leading you a site to share your personal information.
It's creating a data breach of your own, but that's a different thing. If it's your credit card and it has been compromised, you'll likely hear from a bank or the card issuer.
You will. The credit card company will reach out to you, likely by mail, stating that your card has been compromised. In the meantime, you should really monitor your statements. How many people get their credit card statement and they really don't look what was charged? They just go ahead and pay the balance. You want to make sure that you're looking at those line items, what was charged. Same with your bank statement. Don't just take your bank statement for granted. Make sure that the charges that are on it are the charges that should be on it.
Yeah, you don't want to find out, like, your first time you look at it, you're like, oh my gosh, why is there, like, all the... Yeah, not good. All right, consider putting a credit card freeze or fraud alert on your credit report. So if you find out, and no matter what type of breach, whether it's related to your credit card or debit card, but even beyond that, you should do this.
This is a good thing for you to do. It is a minor inconvenience, as you have to call all 3 credit bureaus and request a credit freeze, meaning that nobody, including yourself, can open credit without you releasing that freeze with the credit bureau, which requires you to call all 3 credit bureaus again and release that freeze. If you're not opening any credit, probably a good thing to do. But if you're in the market, you're shopping for a new car, maybe you're shopping for a house, opening a new credit card, you may want to consider holding off on putting that freeze on your account.
Gotcha. And you should check your credit card and just check it out, because you might find out you're being scammed by something. Like, it's terribly bad.
You do want to pull your credit regularly, and you can do that by visiting annualcreditreport.com. That is the only site that's approved by the Federal Trade Commission. Annualcreditreport.com. There are other sites out there. They're not necessarily legitimate, and they're designed to compromise your personal information. But on annualcreditreport.com, you can pull a report weekly at the bare minimum. Annually is what BBB recommends. Go through your credit report, see what you have open, make sure that what is on your credit report should be on your credit report. If there's something on your credit report that doesn't make sense, address it before it becomes too late.
We kind of talked a little bit about scammers, but you do need to be aware of scammers and that they want to get your data. They want to create breaches.
Scammers follow the news. They know there's data breaches out there, so what are they going to do? They are going to reach out to you unsolicited and tell you that your information has been compromised, and maybe they'll send you an email and to fill out a form. Really be careful with what you're responding to, because a lot of times with these data breaches, you don't really need to do anything other than monitor your own personal information.
How can people stay up on the latest data breaches and stay, just kind of stay engaged? Because maybe they hear it on the news, maybe they don't. I don't know. Is there a good place that you could go and stay up on those things?
Definitely follow the news. There are some websites out there that share information about data breaches. Usually, if your information has been affected, you're going to be notified as a consumer.
And BBB, a great resource to kind of stay up on different scams that are occurring or whatnot. But I bet you have some resources too to deal with if you happen to have to go through this process as well. And starting with staying calm.
Check out our information on bbb.org. We have the latest scams, we have consumer tips, a lot of good information out there. If you are the victim of a scam or you've experienced a scam, haven't lost money, we'd like you to report it to us, bbb.org/scam tracker. That way we're able to share the information with other consumers in the marketplace.
Yeah, because you might be the first person to report what is the start of a big data breach or scam or something else. So
right, and that's usually what happens when it starts. Others follow.
Yes, it does. All right. Well, I appreciate the help as always. Again, check out BBB for more information. That's a good resource there. If you're just trying to get started with wrapping your head around this, and report it too. I mean, you got to report it. Appreciate your time.
You're welcome. See you next month.